thought it was a
Yep.
really good idea.
Yeah.
It is 7 PM on March 12th, 2019, and we are going to
No.
open the regular board meeting. If you would please stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I guess you can roll call now. Good.
That's okay. William,
Here.
Jen,
Here.
Jared is absent, Bill,
Here.
Dina. Here. Jason,
Here.
Rick,
Here.
Brenda is absent, I am here, and Dan.
Here.
Okay, you wanna go over the consent agenda?
Up for approval on the consent agenda tonight is, number 1 is the February 12th, 2019 regular board minutes. Number 2 is the bills payable warrant list dated March 12th, 2019, which includes outside meetings, teacher donations, the direct pay bills for garbage, ComEd, Frontier, Verizon, the bills payable for professional services, maintenance supplies, copier, publishing, operating supplies, and engineering. Number 3 is resolution number 19-08, a resolution amending the Freedom of Information Act policy, Form 1, request for public records concerning electronic media storage devices. Number 4 on the consent agenda is resolution number 19-09, a resolution approving and authorizing execution of quote from Players Golf Cars, Inc. for purchase of a golf cart. And consent agenda number 5 is resolution number 19-10, a resolution approving and authorizing execution of quote from Clark for purchase of Aqua Anvil, which is the mosquito insecticide.
At this time, does any board member wish to pull an item from the consent agenda for further discussion? No. Okay, I'll entertain a motion.
I move to place agenda items 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 inclusively as the consent agenda items. Further, I move that all items be considered together as the consent agenda.
I'll second that.
William makes a motion to place agenda items 1 through 5 inclusively on the consent agenda. Dina seconds. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Jen?
Yes.
Jared's absent. Bill?
Yes.
Dina?
Yes.
Jason?
Yes.
William?
Yes. I move to adopt items 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 inclusively on the consent agenda in the single group pursuant to the omnibus vote procedure specified in the Illinois Municipal Code.
I'll second that.
William makes a motion to adopt items 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 inclusively on the consent agenda into a single group. Dina seconds. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Jared's absent. Bill?
Yes.
Dina?
Yes.
Jason?
Yes.
William?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
There are no items that were removed for consideration. It is 7:03. We'll move on to officers. And Dan? Wow, 342, Misty Meadow.
That's the water bill drawing for the $25 off?
Yes. I should have announced that.
The first house.
1905?
So last Monday, the planning and zoning met and, approved the recommendation, to make the text amendment change for the storage units mini warehouse that was, to include as a special use in the C2 district. We had previously discussed this, the board had agreed to go ahead and just get planning and zoning to, address the issue first, so it's just back in front of you for the formal approval. But neither Rick or I can make motions.
I will make a motion to approve ordinance number 1905, an ordinance, wait a minute, 19-05, an ordinance approving a text amendment allowing lessors of mini warehouses and self-storage units as a special use in the C-2 district zoning ordinance section 11-601.
I'll second.
Dina makes a motion to approve ordinance number 19-05, Jen seconds. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Bill,
Yes.
Dina,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
William,
Abstain.
Jen,
Yes.
and Jared's absent.
Motion passes 7:05. We have one appointment tonight.
You need to get the,
Oh, that's right. So, I'll make a recommendation to the board, for Nathan Moss for a 3-year term on the Planning and Zoning Board of Appeals as a committee member.
any objections, I guess. David does it in a more lax form, which is what they've become accustomed to.
Sure.
What's the less lax form?
I don't know what
David
David
simply asks if there is any objection to the board as opposed to the formal motion.
to ask for advice and consent.
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Because last time I got in trouble for making a formal motion, I'd like to know.
Because there is a
So Dina's out.
discrepancy between the two, so
Whatever
as
you
long
guys,
as the advice and consent comes from the board, correct?
yeah, fair enough. Just ask that the, board give their advice and consent.
So does the board give their advice and consent?
I'm fine with that.
Okay. Go on up, get sworn in.
I apologize, mic on, it's right in front of,
That
yep.
little circle on the,
It's a
on
little
the side of the
circle on
mic.
the top. Down,
Down?
down,
Right
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 there.
there. All right, you have to raise your right hand and repeat after me.
After you.
I, Nathan Maz,
I, Nathan Moss,
having been appointed to the office
having been appointed to the office
of Planning and Zoning
of
Commission
the Planning and Zoning Commission
and Zoning Board of Appeals member
and Zoning Board of Appeals member
in the Village of Davis Junction,
in the Village of Davis Junction,
County of Ogle,
County of Ogle,
State of Illinois,
State of Illinois,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the Office of Planning and Zoning Commission
of the Office of Planning and Zoning
and Zoning Board of Appeals member
and Zoning Board's
of
Appeals
Appeals
member
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
All right, congrats. You
All right.
can
Probably
sign
does
it
use
right
it in
here
PE.
for me.
All my PE teachers have Spotify, most of them. Dan can, Dan is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll be sending you some information.
Danielle has it too.
All right. Oh, I did have one thing. I have one thing that's not on the agenda. Thank you for the birthday card. Clerk?
I do not have anything.
No treasurer.
Unless there's questions on the report, she asked that I bring those back to her.
Okay, are there any questions on the treasurer's report?
Don't have any.
Hearing none. We'll move on. Dan?
No report?
Move on to the committees, Community Improvement and Finance, William.
I'm not aware of any emergency expenditures. So nothing.
Does anybody have anything for ordinance enforcement? Parks, Public Safety and Health.
Do you have any?
I can discuss this, right? Okay, just making sure. So last week I had mentioned I was gonna meet with Six Flags, to try to get a program to get discounted tickets for residents. The representative came today, laid out a couple options where we could have actual paper tickets, where they could come in basically on consignment, buy them from us. End of the year, they'd come in, bill us for what was, basically handed out. And after discussion, we decided I think we're better off doing an online purchase, which releases us from any liability of losing tickets or accidentally giving away tickets stuck together or so forth. So basically, what's proposed is, this is no cost to the village whatsoever. They basically design a flyer for us, they give us a promo code, get it on their website, so we can put it on the Facebook page. There are some guidelines on how we can actually advertise it, but they gave us helpful hints on the right way to do it. So it's basically, if they log on to the Six Flags website, we use the Davis Junction promo code, they'll get about 40% off their tickets. And that they're good for all season, and then there'll be another option that's good for a certain 6 days, which I believe is like the end of June through July 8th. or a 9-day one where they're discounted even more, but they need to be used in those 6 days, but that'll be an option, and any other options they have on the website, they can actually, purchase there also, but, so basically, they said that the gate fees are normally over $80 this year, and they will be $52 with the online purchase for the residents, so I just wanted to let you know, see if there's any objections to us doing it, even though we don't really have to do anything, but
Can I ask, is there any discount for Magic Waters now that they've taken over?
that is, a separate deal. They will be doing it. They don't actually get the keys and or rights to it. It sounds like, beginning of April, so I don't think they can actually actively do anything with it right now. But down the road, that is, I believe it's another one, and I know if they log in, they have option to buy season passes as an upgrade, when they do this, and the season passes are good for both facilities. I do know that, but down the road, once they accept or take over ownership, if you wanna call it that, of Magic Waters, then I think we can set up something else for that one for them also. But as for now, it'd just be for Six Flags,
What does this cost the village?
nothing.
That's good. I thought maybe I missed that part.
No, it's, no cost to us, and it's nice 'cause they kinda help us, create flyers and get the information out. They do it 'cause it benefits them in the long run, so.
I say go for it.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
Your monitor keeps going.
I know.
I think that's it
More.
from me.
The only other thing I have is that our Easter egg hunt, our annual one, is gonna be on April 13th at 11, same time.
The date again, Jen, I'm sorry?
April 13th.
13th, and that's a Saturday?
Mhm.
Thank you.
All right, anything further?
Nope, that's it.
Street conditions, ditches.
Okay, the, Illinois State Joint Purchasing for road salt, we've never been able to, oh, you have a copy. I printed one and I forgot it at home, so. We've never partaken in the joint purchasing of rock salt. And I think it's a good thing for us to start doing. We tried to do it last year, but we had missed the deadline. So, this is our chance to get in it finally, so. So the theory behind this is they take everybody who participates, basically any taxing body that uses salt, they can, participate in this bid, and then it all goes out as one bid, one joint bid. And then they'll do the bidding for you, the state purchasing department, and then each participant gets their own price from the suppliers. What we're looking at doing, it said 300 tons in the board packet. After talking with Brett further, we'd like to actually change that to 225 tons. So basically, we'll be able to purchase 80% to 120%.
Do we, if I understand that right, do we get a better pricing if we commit 100% to that?
I don't believe so.
Because it gives you the option of buying only 80% or up to 120,
Yeah.
or buying a minimum.
It's possible you might get a better price than the bid document.
Kind of what I interpreted that as being.
That's not a question I asked. Did you happen to ask that one, Brett? So,
I did not.
What's the maximum that the Bob Shed can hold?
I don't have a tonnage on that, but it's not
Somewhere
even close
between
to enough.
And it's-
75 and 100.
Yeah, I would say you're pushing it at about 75 ton.
This would be good, because at least we'd be guaranteed a salt supply, at least within that amount. We should take care of most winter. We wouldn't have to go through an alternate vendor unless we ran over our amount.
And that's another reason why I was looking at the 8120, is because if for some reason we have a light winter, we don't have to take 100%. So,
This year, we were very fortunate, we were finally able to find a salt supplier, because everybody we had used in the past had cut us off. So, this way we'll actually guarantee salt, so, And there's damages and stuff for not delivering, that sort of thing.
There is, 'cause the state has on this bid before, they've suspended the purchase. It's been a few years, but I recall once sitting on this board that the state stopped shipping salt.
And I believe that's probably all right for them.
As long as there's language to protect us.
Any questions?
Dan would like a motion.
So,
This is to
Oh,
put
we
out
don't
the
have
bid,
a
right? This isn't a
actual
guaranteed purchase?
It is not a resolution, he
Okay.
said just get approval of the board to purchase.
okay,
Jason?
yes.
This is just to put out the bid, this isn't a guarantee that we have to purchase it, 'cause we don't know the price yet, correct?
This is it. Once you sign up, I believe you are, once they award it, that's what it is. Talking with some of the local towns, for example, Flag Township, they're on the current contract, they're $48 per ton. Just to give comparison, this year we paid $116. And then the general feeling is that the bid's probably gonna go up, so it's probably gonna be somewhere between $60 to $80 per ton on the next contract.
Do they give you a date then when you have to take all of yours, or no? When you have to take your,
Yeah, I believe it's June 1st,
okay.
is that right, Britt?
Okay.
Either take it, I believe there's a chance they could store it for you if they need be, or you're just out, you just end up paying for salt you don't get.
That is the
Really no
chance.
different than what we've been doing.
Yes, that is the chance we take. You can, typically it's June, I believe it's June 1st. They put it in the bid proposal, if you want to call it that. It is the vendor's choice whether they want to hold salt and charge us a fee to do that. The state has no say in that. They have been really good lately, the vendors have been really good about holding salt for communities, but it is not a given. So it's just a chance we take. One of the biggest issues that we have, and a lot of communities have, and Jason can probably confirm this, is we may sign up with someone and buy salt from them, but they can shut us off at any time for any reason. They don't have to give us any reason. They just, this is a guarantee, but it is also the first time we've ever done this, so it will be a learning experience for us.
If there were a massive shortage of salt, this would be our best bet to actually get it, just through the
Yes.
state bids.
Yes.
All right, so I'll make,
Yeah, we actually experienced that a few years ago in Cargill,
yeah,
when they took away all of our, rest of our salt we ordered and gave it to the state.
That is correct. They can shift it all to IDOT.
So, yeah, have it guaranteed to be a nice thing.
well, for this current year, Cargill and Morton would refuse to even quote us. They don't sell individually anymore, so,
Getting worse.
yeah.
Interesting.
The salt market is very, very odd, very volatile. All right, I'll make a motion to, I guess, participate in the State of Illinois Joint Purchasing Requisition for road salt for the 2019 and 2020 winter season.
I'll second.
Jason makes a motion to participate in the State of Illinois Joint Purchasing Requisition for road salt for 2019-2020. Jen seconds. Is there any discussion?
No.
Roll call, please.
Dina,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
William,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Jared is absent, Bill.
Yes.
Passes at 7:18.
Okay, one other thing I had, I emailed Rick. So we got this yesterday. This is this is showing the ditch running between Frosty Morning and Prairie Lily. So what you're looking at right here, I believe, is the far south end of that.
Hold on. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to make it smaller. Yeah, so it's right here.
So the far south end is what's showing on there. There's two attachments.
Mhm.
So, basically it depicts the items that are currently in the drainage easement that will need to move. Now, I printed out one, a bigger one for myself, and I forgot that as well, so. I don't recall, you'd have to blow it up to actually see what needs to move. There's two fences, a shrub, and I think 2 or 3 trees that need to be relocated.
That's it?
Oh,
There's
two other, so I
Shrub.
followed up on on the research that I had done previously. And then all four of the existing fences that are in the easement, two of them don't need to be necessarily pulled. All four of them did not obtain permits for those.
These
Everybody
three-
else who's outside of the easement did obtain their permits.
On the first attachment is where the fence, the first fence begins, on the far right side of it. Whatever that address is, 876, I think. So that fence will need to move. The one to the right needs to move as well. And looks like it's gonna need to move back about 10 to 11 feet. And then go back to the other one, or there is, there's a shrub that needs to be removed. I think that's 882.
That's
Oh,
the tree.
That's the tree.
The
Right,
shrub
right to
is-
the left of it, right at the very left edge of it. And I don't even know if these were planted or if they're just growing wild. I haven't been back there yet to see. So those should be pretty simple. The fence one might not be. And then at the further right edge.
most of those residents?
What's that?
Didn't we hear from most of those residents already? Thought they called Village Hall.
None of these have. The
There's-
the two that have the trees and the shrubs are the ones that have the other two fences. That he said
Correct.
he didn't need to move, but
They're in the easement, but they don't need to be relocated. Not for this work.
And that's, that concrete slab is okay, that one's okay?
Yeah, that one's fine. It's out of the easement. They surveyed everything back here, so.
Okay.
And then,
I feel if we're gonna move two fences to put in the easement, and then move two fences to put in the drainage, and then we're making them put those fences on the easement, shouldn't the other two move as well?
good question. I think if you look at the dimensions, they'll be moved back to be almost in line with what's already there. One other thing to mention, on the right-hand side there is, we'll have to get two temporary easements. That corner lot on Golden Prairie, and then the one right next door, right to the left of that temporary easement for grading. So, my hope is that we could possibly send a letter to the homes that need to do stuff, allowing them, or giving them notification that they should start working on that, or have it done by like May 1st.
I have a sample letter that we just sent to another resident that I can just reapply to this one.
Jason,
Yes.
are we creating or avoiding an attractive nuisance, for kids in the area? In other words, if they get trapped in there, can they get out okay?
I don't know, what do you mean trapped in what?
On the
Okay,
swale.
Pardon me?
Oh, it's just the 2 feet wide, 2 foot wide concrete
Concrete.
bottom.
Okay, so kids
And
can
then,
easily
and
get
then
in
the
and out.
green, I would, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, thank you.
It's very flat back there. The ditch was never completed during the construction of the subdivision.
Do you want letters to all four homeowners or just the two? Or just the two with the fence and the two with the shrubs, or the ones with the shrubs, do you want the fence?
I was thinking of just having
I'd do it.
only moving what needs to be moved,
I would probably do all of them.
tell them all to move.
Get it to where it's supposed to be.
I was just gonna do what needed to be moved, rather than disturb it. 3 or 4 years ago, there was a shed in the middle of it, so we're getting better.
Oh, my God.
That actually got moved to another lot, I think.
Didn't they move?
My fear is that if we only move the two, and we move it back to the easement line, they're gonna argue, well, why didn't you just move it to the same distance that the other two that are in violation, that we're not forcing?
I think the ones that are there, I believe they're barely in the easement. If you look at the drawing there.
Zoom in on that at all?
It doesn't say by how much they are.
Yeah, 11.2 feet on the one that's in the easement, or the one that needs to be moved. And then you can see the other ones are right on the line there. That one,
Oh,
Yeah, so this is the easement, this is the fence.
oh,
if you scroll to the left,
that could've just been a bad survey.
you can see that fence there. The
In the
one,
middle.
right where it says match line, that fence there is 11 feet into the easement.
Oh,
My thought was just to make it simple, just move what needed to be moved.
Oh.
The two trees and the shrub and the two fences. I guess, I don't even know if the trees and the shrub are, they might just be running wild. I don't know.
Those are the two that are just slightly over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're just right on the line. He didn't give me a dimension on those. I can ask him if you guys wanna know.
Do we know how big those trees and shrubs are?
I have not been back there
Okay.
to look.
You want me to hold off a week, see if we go look?
Not really.
Okay.
I was really
What
hoping
do
we
you
could
think?
get something out the sooner the
So you're gonna
better.
do the
Two or
two,
all?
the
Six.
two and the shrubs and,
I think we should give all of them, but
Well, we've let other people put their fences in easements.
If that's like half a foot, I'm okay with it.
I'm not really worried about it. It's not
I'm
gonna,
not okay with it, but I'm not worried about it, like you're saying.
it's not going to impede the construction, and it's been there, they've been there for a while, so it's not really causing any problems. But the ones that need to move, obviously,
Is there,
they don't wanna tell people they have to do stuff.
is there any objection to asking them to come into compliance by filing for their permit for those fences, though? 'Cause they're all unpermitted fences.
Were they built before permits were required, or were they?
Well, it wouldn't do any good, 'cause
You mean
it's
for the ones that
outside
have
of
to move?
compliance. What's the point of asking them to come into compliance and then let their fence be outside
They're-
zoning?
Because then the building inspector would go and inspect them for any other issues from the installation standpoint that he could see. I only ask as we've asked other people recently who have built without permits to obtain the necessary permits.
I'd really hate to ask somebody to move their fence a few inches. 11 feet's a little different,
oh yeah.
Agreed.
kinda like throwing gasoline on a fire.
yeah, I'm kinda with Jason.
I'll do you some letters.
And then hopefully those two homes will agree to a temporary easement. One of those homes had an issue, but when they were doing the survey work, that they didn't want anything done back there, so hopefully that's not the situation we run in.
Why do they want not anything done?
I guess they don't want it tearing it up. Torn up.
Well, drainage.
Perfect. That's all I had for tonight.
Okay, utilities?
I'll let Brett share and then we'll go from there.
This is the trailer. We decided on a trailer.
Is that correct?
No.
All right, we'll try that again. Is that correct?
That's basically, yeah, that's,
It's not a gooseneck?
no. And if you do have, can you throw, you have the bid, you can throw it up. You had the original copy, Sandy, that's why, so.
There you go.
Anyway, this is the trailer. It's kind of a large trailer, but we, with the new excavator and skid loader, our weight limits kind of fall. You know, we kind of have to go a little bit oversized. The only other option is to have one custom built. That's at least a few $1,000s more. I don't think we need to do that. So, and I did do some checking, Jason, on, used. The closest thing we could find was, equivalent to that, was a 2014 different brand, and that was $9,000 without even title. So you're looking at a 5-year-old trailer at $9,000. This is, I believe, what was it, 11.4, and that includes, the title and everything, so.
11/4/31/19.
We're gonna keep the other trailer?
We are gonna keep that, basically, that's great for moving mowers, that's, you know, Kenny and I've talked, that's great for the, you know, the parks employees to throw a mower on. This trailer here will require a little more skill to pull. I wouldn't feel comfortable putting a, well, that's true, they can't anyway, so, okay, never mind. But yes, we are keeping it because that is a very handy trailer, it works great for mowers. This is basically to haul the big equipment. So we can, with this trailer, we can haul pretty much everything the village owns. So we will not be restricted. So,
You have it in your budget?
I have it under vehicles, under sewer, because we're not purchasing any vehicles there.
Is there any, special manufacturer's warranty since you're buying a new one, correct?
They will come with a warranty, yeah, basic warranty and everything, yes.
That's, what, 3 years?
I don't recall if this one was 1 year or 3, I can't remember. We looked at so many different ones, but, so yes, but there is factory warranty with it,
Okay, thanks.
yes.
Any other questions? Then I'll make a motion to approve the resolution number 1911, a resolution approving and authorizing execution of a quote from Rondo Enterprises, Inc. for purchase of 2019 Big Tex 8.5 by 25-foot trailer in the amount of $11,431.19.
Second.
Dina makes a motion to approve resolution 19-11, approving the, purchase of a 2019 Big Tex 8.5 by 25-foot trailer in the amount of $11,431.19. Williams seconds. Any discussion?
No.
Roll call, please.
Yes.
Jason? Williams?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Jerry's absent. Bill?
Yes.
Dina?
Yes.
Motion passes 7:31. Anything further, Dina?
No, sir.
Anybody have anything on economic development? Public? Entertain a motion to go into closed session?
I'll make a motion to go into closed session 2C11, litigation when an action against, affecting, or on behalf of the particular public body has been filed and is pending before a court or administrative tribunal, or when the public body finds that an action is probable or imminent, in which the case the basis for finding shall be recorded and entered into the minutes of the closed meeting.
I will second.
Dina makes a motion to go into closed session under 2C11.
Okay.
Jen seconds. Any discussion? Roll call.
Williams?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Jerry's absent. Bill?
Yes.
Dina?
Yes.
Jason?
Yes.
7:32. Any motion to reconvene open session?
Sorry. I'd like to make a motion to reconvene open session.
I'll second that.
Jen makes a motion to reconvene open session. Dina seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. We are back in open session at 8:22 on March 12th, 2019.
Are we
Do
doing?
we
We
have
have
any
no
action?
actions on closed session items.
Okay, I'd like,
Anything further from the committee or board? Anything further from the public?
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Jen makes a motion to adjourn. Dina seconds. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're adjourned at 8:22.